This week's parsha is Parashat Ki Tisa, and we have a very important story in the Torah in this week's parsha. Moses is on Mount Sinai receiving the Torah from God, and God sends him back down because the Jewish people are creating the golden calf. God is very upset. God sends Moses down carrying the two tablets which God has given him, and when Moses sees the golden calf and how the Jewish people are worshiping the golden calf, he smashes them on the ground. And there are all sorts of explanations in Jewish tradition about why he smashes them, how he smashes them, and what the deeper meaning of that is. But one that I really prefer says that because the two stones were the covenant between God and the Jewish people, they were special. And in fact, even a man of advanced age like Moses was able to carry them as if they were light, because they weren't just big blocks of stone, they were the covenant itself. But when Moses sees what's happening with the Jewish people, something which really shows that there is no covenant, there is no bond between God and the Jewish people, because the Jewish people are worshiping this idol. Instead of being the tablets of the covenant, they just become big stones. And they're too heavy for Moses. The letters themselves go back to God, as it were, and the stones fall from his hands, and they shatter in front of the people. It's a real symbol of destruction of that covenant between us and God. I want to just give the reverse image, though, because if by committing idol worship, by doing things which break our covenant with God, those stones become heavier and heavier and eventually are destroyed. Perhaps every time we make a choice, every time a Jew, and certainly groups of Jews, but every time we make choices to fulfill the covenant, to express our covenant with God, to express our love of God, whether we are doing mitzvot which are ben adam lamakom, which is mitzvot that are between us and God, or mitzvot ben adam lachavero, between us and other people, we are expressing our connection with God and our dedication to the covenant. So perhaps each time we do one of those tablets, symbolically anyway, become lighter and lighter. We bear them more easily. We show our love for them, and they become more and more firm in Moses' hands as he comes down Har Sinai, Mount Sinai. And I like that image because, again, if breaking the covenant is the destruction of the tablets, then fulfilling the commandments, fulfilling the covenant is something which has got to be a beautiful thing for the Jewish people and expresses our connection with God. So while the story in Ki Tisa this week is about a difficult episode in the life of God and our relationship, it also shows us the way towards the fulfillment of that covenant and reaching out to God just as God reaches out to us, in the hopes that we will fulfill the commandments, making our lives richer and the lives of our communities, and fulfilling the Torah. I hope you have a wonderful Shabbat, and I hope you have the opportunity to read through all of Parashat Ki Tisa.